And like you said, House Peak, who has really been a staple for this roster. A lot of excitement out of him. So obviously looking forward to seeing what these guys can do.
Yeah, obviously a lot of flair with these guys for the guys of 9Z, but they're playing against an MIBR who, again, I mean, we can't stop raving about them. They have consistently been, challenging top-level EU Counter-Strike, and, they've been on the grind. They feel like the most deserving team in this qualifier to appear IEM Chengdu. Let's see if 9Z can prove us otherwise. We're taking it away here on Nuke, the pick of 9Z.
Exciting to see here. We'll kick things off with a pistol that's sending Martinez towards that outer yard. Already finding a nice little opening pick there. A fantastic start. Does get taken aback a little bit there, but still finding more success there. Another entry rolling on through here, and they take so much space off the back of it.
Yeah, all of ramp room established here. Now Insani, though, faced with 2 players. Lucky to be alive as Wasopi chases him down. Quick 2v4 in a much different tone from our previous series.
Yeah, a series that included MIBR constantly winning those pistols. Only lost 1 to a 1v3. A miraculous 1v3 at that. Now they have to pull it back from a 2v4 here. They've kind of rotated off and towards that lower side of things. At least for drop. You still have Exit in a position where maybe you can offer up some resistance, but pretty far removed from the situation right now.
Yeah, Exit might not really have any opportunities. They're going through Hut, not Squeaky, and so he will not get any vision on this creep out from 9Z. It should be an easy walk in. Just a little opportunity, but this bomb's about to get planted, and I mean, we might see the dreaded pistol round save. Exit's gonna do a little bit of battle, perhaps, and it does work out for at least one, but time's ticking now, and he's starting to get closed in. Maybe, just maybe, he can hit another one and get his teammate into the mix, but now down to 21. He's gonna fall and drop in a very tough clutch.
Could connect there. They're giving him opportunities. Never ideal right there, and those isolated duels to maybe allow for a clawback, but after his teammate goes down, drop knows it's a 10-second defuse and 3 players to take down. Ooh.
Okay.
So he'll go down with some extra kills right there in his armor, but he's going to go down now with that bomb. Or at the hands of DGT will finish his dinner.
There you go. 1-0 here for 9Z. I mean, just really confident all across the map. A coordinated double peek to take down Insani, and Huaso Peak starting off very well. I talk about him as a player with a lot of flair, but he just needs to be tamed down, in my opinion. A player who's very aggressive, has the mechanics, is what I'll say. Just needs to be put into the system here with 9Z and, learn what it is to play top-tier Counter-Strike.
No question. You get your feet wet quickly with this 9Z team. Out of the gates already getting some of that success. They've got a little stack towards that outer yard. They're hoping that they walk right into it, but I think this is just going to be a pretty fast day execution into a fairly empty bomb site. So last time we saw a round like this, they tried to jump on the bomb late. They don't have in, but I imagine at some point we'll see more of that from MIBR.
Oh, but Huaso Peak's going to take his opportunity to farm some, and Exit goes para dropping right into Max. And last man, Insani, not going to keep us waiting for long. Tap from Huaso Peak. What you like to see there for 9Z, as it's 2-0 for the squad.
One of the new guys getting some light right there. Very exciting. I mean, another team that has relied on some up-and-coming prospects. Again, a very young roster here. And 9Z, as they've always been, to be honest with you. It's always been a fairly young team. But talking a little bit about Buddha and where he came from, playing previously in 9Z Academy. Definitely one of those solid anchor players that you can really rely on. You got Martinez joining in, as well as another kind of young gun, and then House Peak as well. Just drawing some attention. So far, so good for them.
Yeah, also taken from the 9Z Academy project, I should mention. Had a little loan with Flamengo for a bit, but now picked back up for his team. Trades outside to start for the new pickup in Huaso Peak. He'll fall. A little 1-for-1 action, but look at this from Max. What a brutal play. What a call. And it might just be the easy kill onto Insani. Vents you go. Luckily, there's no one waiting on the other side.
Insani able to just barely get out of there. Max just Try to throw an HE up the fence right there. No success with that, but insani's locked out of this position right now. Escapes, avoiding death, but he eventually sits in the Molotov, almost turning their attention elsewhere to deal with that lobby crunch, but not quite in time.
Yeah, just a quick 2 for 2 now. Split all across the map. MIBR, they need a multi-kill here to really solidify this round, and it could be in the hands of MartinezSa. Such a difficult off angle. Surely, he at least gets the one. But drop in it, but he reveals his position early on. Oh, he transfers the spray enough, though, for Martinez. This could just be the double kill that locks it in. But now you wonder if Max has seen the other player. 20 seconds on the clock. Up the vent he goes. Will he get a bomb plant? Will drop allow him? That is its own question. Plant to go through. Drop will allow it. But Max so low. Does get the reposition, or does he? He does! He gets away at least, but 10 HP is the problem here, Cole.
He's gonna get spotted here on his way out, but has a chance of these headshot angles.
It's a chance, but now misses his opportunity as they descend into the site. It is planted in the open, and there is no kit, however. Maybe some wall bank could favor him here. He's thinking about it. He'll start going for it. The spray back. Is it good enough? Oh, MartinezSa almost falls. But there's at least the trade from drop, and MartinezSa holds on with 6 HP. Close, but no cigar there for Max.
Oh, nearly finds it right there, just spamming down straight through Hut. And had it right on the money to find the kill, but I think he's just a bullet shy. If he would have landed one more, it would have been good. I don't know if you can wallbang that with a Glock, but I imagine it wouldn't do too much damage, so eventually does fall. Very nice clutch attempt from Max with so little resources to make the best out of that situation. And MIBR, once they get those guns in hand, immediately start fueling some success, building those foundations. We got an auto shotty for Insani, which could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, MartinezSa continue a bit of their pacier play, especially close Hut. This is exactly where you want the auto shotty to be. It's an AK, but your face is the entire, or your body's the entire head. One shot wherever you look. Insani will find one at almost a second on a Max, but the double entry is there, and Hwasopeak even adds to it. MIBR are looking very mortal compared to their previous series. MartinezSa are walking away with all these gun rounds.
No question. It's some of the similar quick aggression that's catching MIBR off guard. It's not the first time we've seen the struggles. I mean, we talked about Shark's pace changes and what worked well for them. And a lot of that was on some more aggressive A-side plays. They were able to get the, very similar pop out of Squeaky Door right there, where you kind of catch a player blind with the smoke to drop down vents. Instead, you flash through it and quickly explode on in towards that A-bomb site. And you can see they weren't fully prepared for that sort of execution in the same fashion in which Sharks were able to kind of catch them off guard. So MIBR struggling to deal with some of the explosive nature on this map, and MartinezSa are capitalizing perfectly so far.
Yeah, and you also got to give it up to the double entry from Max as well, making his way out of Hut, or rather out of Squeaky, and winning his straight head-to-head. That's always been one thing with 9Z, is they've had such good entries available to them. Obviously, you had David. Now Hwasopeak takes up that role, but DGT and Max can also pick up the mantle there. So, yeah, again, a really dangerous, explosive team like you're talking about.
Absolutely. So looking through some of the history of 9Z in these recent months, and I got a lot of history versus Movistar playing up against Martinez, which is really interesting. And then they end up picking him up. Martinez is no stranger to playing with a lot of these aggressive riflers, so I feel like he is a really good fit for this team here as we get that A execute rolling.
Yeah, Insani, a little bit of an off angle, so Hwasopeak will fall, but drop the same. So a quick little 1-for-1 here, and the rifles are still standing for MIBR, so still opportunities, so 9Z are going to pump the brakes.
Slowing it down big time here. You have a big outer yard flank rolling through here from Safe. That could really cause some concern right now if they could buy any more time on this A side.
We'll see. Backed up right now. DGT is sort of prepared for this. Oh, but now he hands his back on over. Spin. Oh, there's Martinez. Oh, man. Just the watchful sentry keeps his team all alive. That could have been devastating.
That is infuriating right there. You spend so much time rolling through on that flank there. You think you have the round in the palm of your hands, and you're gonna get this stack spotted quickly there. Max, I think he's caught the last two players. Certainly caught the rifle, so you can get out of here brilliant. If not, you know, maybe an AK given over, but no harm, no foul. You still got the round in the palm of your hands right now. I don't want to jump the gun too much, though. Exit does have a kit.
And
no, they have to get up to.
Yeah. Oh, well, not anymore. You'll get destroyed by DGT. And MartinezSa will be able to answer one back. Oh, well, pick up the kit. You know, we're just trying to speak this one into existence, but MartinezSa won't let us.
Yeah, I was 100% right there. I was hoping we'd see some of that action right there. MIBR really like to go for those plays, so I was hoping maybe we'd get some of that, but playing the safer route. Going and heading on out of this one here. MartinezSa gonna save some AKs, a kit. 9Z in the driver's seat right now. Some really disciplined Counter-Strike right there. Don't, you know, get too much into the aggression towards that A side. They hold for the flanks. They hold for the re-aggression there. And if Martinez isn't covering his backline like that, could very quickly get out of hand. But they really are covering all their bases so far.
Yeah, a lot of awareness on the team of 9Z, understanding where their weaknesses are across the map. Not letting anything get ahead of themselves. For now, MIBR will at least be able to bring in another full buy, and we do see the op roll out for safe. He's going to take that in towards secret right now, but it looks like we might be gearing up for some A-side plays potentially.
They're going to continue to test this side of the map here. After what MIBR being so effective at these quick rotations, quick reactions, but it seems like 9Z have a clear game plan. That's just to continue to these execs towards that A side. Continue to test the waters here on players like Insani and Drop, this duo that worked so well, but is sometimes understaffed on this this A side. I like that from 9Z.
Now Max is in a little bit of a duel right now to try and draw some attention, maybe threaten that mini split, but it's the A-side pop that is coming through right now, and no real defense there. It's only heaven that's available here for Drop, so while Max falls, it actually is A-side control for 9Z.
Post plan's going to activate soon here with some utility to hold on to. One smoke left for Martinez, just been thrown towards mini, but there's another lurk taken care of, and they're starting to lose so many numbers.
Yeah, that's starting to close on into this post plan at the moment. DGT needs multi-kills, and now he's in a 1v4. Can't deal even with the flank, and MIBR just really patient on that one. Easy retake.
I mean, that's a bold call to make if you're MIBR. It's a tough call to make, playing a retake like that, where you are still so patient in the post plan, even holding for ramp flanks to try and come on through. So many details had to go right there, but I mean, 9Z have a great read. They walk into an open bomb site, and if you're calling, that's about as good as it gets right there. Just in the post plant, MIBR had a better read and were able to manage some of the positions. So, and so far, it feels like a big battle of the brains right now of trying to handle where these resources are flowing.
Yeah, you can't really even say it's one individual taking over there for MIBR. Just really solid. Give 9Z the space, and then retake the space with tons of utility and manpower with all the angles available to the CT side. So, just really principled, solid Counter-Strike there from MIBR.
With two strong callers here. We got some aggression from Safe. It's watched, but they turn the corner just in time.
Boy. Just on the other side of it. A flashbang tossed in, but Drop. Okay. Just lasers one through the smoke, and they're safe as well. Just DGT, last man standing here in lobby, and Maul lead out. It is just diligence from MIBR.
I mean, last round they gave all that space towards lobby. This time they take it away. They let 9Z sit in their comfort of free map control for the most part throughout these first couple of rounds, and all of a sudden they throw a wrench in the system like that, which is just so devastating right there. Drop spamming 100-0 down one of those poor lobby default. There's just nothing he could do. It leads to a 45-second save now at this point. Maybe they can land some damage on the way out, because Safe has no idea there's a player in CT spawn, nor would you ever think of that.
But Max isn't even gonna try and go for this frag. He might have heard him. But nothing's giving right now. Crazy as that is. I mean, it's just such a safe will go down, unfortunately. Because you're like, are you kidding me? He's in my spawn? All right, but just a really solid round. Like, there are so many details that went right there for MIBR.
Yeah, great collapse, great timing on the aggression from ramp there. Not out of the gates, but kind of a slight delay in Safe's pressure. So for a second there, 9Z in the back of their mind, you know, every beginning of the round, you're expecting some sort of proactive play from Safe. He likes to get in your face, especially if he's on a team that will trust him to do so. And so you get into the first 15 seconds and you don't see Safe. You maybe start to relax a little bit, get a little lackadaisical. Well, MIBR even abused that right there. So, like you said, so many things going right. This is MIBR starting to find their footing.
Just a couple of saved rifles for 9Z to put this one against it. We're going to see, you know, some of the flair from Martinez. He's going to trust in his individual ability. Brandon's going to give him a chance. He'll deny that off the opening pick. So, 9Z are just going to have to marinate for a bit.
Just let things settle for now. You have Safe going on a bit of a mission towards Secret right now. Taking the long way around to fight towards this outer yard. Although that's an exit over there towards Secret right now. Safe has the coverage with the op, but they will maintain some of that outer yard control that they gave up in that last round.
Now, though, we're going to see another A-side play from 9Z. No outside control, so everyone's here on the inner site mostly, but now Insani's gone. Rob's certainly been heard. Excellent first kill, but can't hit the headshot on the next. A little 2-for-1 for 9Z to get them into this site, especially with DGT. Insane shot onto Safe. And Brandon's going to take that up and, well, try to save. And Max is just going to hunt this one down. Relentless outside lurk as well. And 9Z get the details right again.
Get the headshots to back it up. DGT still fighting, looking for more right now. As there's no escape, not a chance in this world for Brunesen. Exit last man standing. He's gonna have to bail in this round as well. But what an incredible execution. 9Z again, roll it right back to that A side take right there. The faster approach to this play. And all they need is a little bit of firepower. That time it's much more individualistic. You see DGT finding these instant headshots there. Absolutely blasting Insani. And then following it up with another one onto Safe inside heaven. These little headshot angles that he's holding right there. And instantly dismissing anybody on MIBR that wants to try and come through and help out drop there in that tough spot.
See, that's what Sharks were missing. Those kind of explosive plays that can just break open rounds. DGT finds the duel once. And, I mean, Safe, yes, difficult shot to hit, but maybe it's even more difficult for DGT. That is some incredible shooting that get 9Z an easy round victory.
Good question. 9Z coming through here, giving themselves even extra. Finding themselves at 5 rounds. Having to get these adjustments down off of some of the plays that MIBR have been making here, but exit again. This elevated angle has been good here once before, and he will thrive once again, but he's going to get chased down. In fact, he'll get wall banged out of the server. Martinez takes him early.
Oh, man, that's a sick shot from Martinez saying, don't worry, boys, I got you. No risk involved with this one. So a 4-on-4. And 3 players threatening to go down secret here, but a crossfire awaits them.
Another one taking down his counterpart there. Safe hits the deck as well. Martinez starting to heat up here alongside his riflers.
Drop meets this
smokes
kill.
are so awkward.
Oh, and DGT's not going to let him have anything. Completely prepared for the next player as well. DGT is fragging.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it here heading into this one, but this guy's ability to find kills, his ability to find these explosive entries here is just unmatched. That's why you never can count this 9Z team out too early. I mean, talk about, again, these players that have had to improved so much over these last couple of years at DGT. Huge part of that. And a massive, just staple player for this team. Martinez will finish it off. Their full house between the two. Fantastic duo right now. Playing off each other so incredibly well. Martinez, his job made easy by DGT and some of the firepower, but also starting to find some of the opening work there. And MIBR forced to call a timeout off the back of these rounds.
Yeah, 9Z, they are just, again, steamrolling right now. DGT feeling really aware right now. And also, individuals are just nailing shots right now. They're being given a lot of good positions, though. You do have to remark that. It's not like someone's in a very awkward position and somehow finds a double kill. DGT feels very set up there and prepared for these kind of aggressive moves that MIBR are making in the mid-rounds. Feels like 9Z have their finger on the pulse of what MIBR want to do just a little bit more.
Yeah, I like the way you put that there. I mean, it just feels like they know what MIBR's going with here. They know what they're going for. In a lot of these rounds, sure, MIBR have been able to punch back here quite a bit with some of the lobby aggression, with some impressive defenses, but I really like the just general game plan that 9Z's come through here. Keep it pretty fast, keep it pretty aggressive here, have some good setups, some good executions. You know, take some of that outer yard control if you can, but rely on you know, players that have been working really well for you. And DGT is one of those guys right now. They're allowing him to play late in these rounds. As Martinez, a bit of a biff molly, but it shouldn't hurt them too much, or will it?
Oh, just the one, and it was just a match tech 10. Huaso Peak will pick up the sticks, and Buddha's on the board as well. Helps out here. Now, Insani, he's out of ammunition. And, well, the pistols do get some damage in. It's 9Z who will just simply walk through them. And to be honest here, Cole, money doesn't matter for this squad.
I mean, they got money to spend right now as long as there's no saved over rifles like there wasn't in that last round. They should be golden right there. So a round like that, you can shake off. It's good to see Buddha on the board here. He's been throwing a lot of that utility for his riflers that have been doing so much work. And so he finally gets his shine as well. Back to another gun round here, and it's no AWP presence for Safe. Look at this for Martinez. He's looking to dive into this action right now.
Trying to get on the angle here. Maybe hunting for a garage player. But right now, no one's home for MIBR. The setup has swapped. Outside, it's empty. Focus more on towards the sights here. Oh, it's Safe. Oh, he's going to go for the spam and nearly lines up two. That's all, however. And even Huaso Peak wants a little bit more. It's just, oh, he made some noise. He missed the jump and the jig's up.
That's tough right there. That gives over a lot of information here, a lot of concern, attention put towards his position right now. But Safe is still going to be challenged here potentially. And this off angle's tough to manage.
Yeah, but it might not matter because that's the bomb sent forward. That's not what you want to see there for 9Z. Huaso Peak will be spotted off the shadow. And a great headshot from Safe as well. Branison is up top. And DGT is going to have a world of trouble trying to disassemble this setup. And I don't even think he's going to try. 9Z considering the back away, it feels like. He's going to give it a whirl, but now down to 5 HP. Now it's really... And now that's the signs that you should really just go for the save.
Yeah, definitely one of those saves where it's more so making sure that the CT side doesn't get this op or AK, I guess. And, you know, bailing out there. Because right now, plenty of money to go around. 9Z will still have a very comfortable buy for what is going to be the last round of the half there. Coming on up. But a great defense there. That's something that they certainly needed there. Safe. Stabilizing that outer yard quite a bit. Building up some confidence here. But MIBR wanting to close out a little bit stronger on the CT side. They need to gather themselves a little bit more steam here. Can do so. With an extra round here to make it 5. But I think 9Z are already going to be happy with the way they kick things off. I felt like they came in with the game plan and they were able to execute all the way through. Yeah,
I mean, it's really just an 8-4 half to make you have a breath of fresh air, just feel solid at the end of this Nuke T side. We'll have to see. For now, MIBR kind of looking to stabilize this half. 7-5 would be nice, you know, always the pistol round away. We'll see here if DCT is gonna take a little bit of a peek, but it's just so favored there for safe.
Yeah, I can't even see where he got shot from right there. It was more so focused on the player making noise. Backside, we've got Exit jumping up here as well. Elevated angle and just about catches Max there on the inbound.
Yeah, Hwaso Peak also drops down to 60 HP, 3v5. And it seems like MIBR have picked the right number here for 9Z. 9Z trying to poke and prod, see what space they can get all on their own. But MIBR holding some nasty angles to deal with. Also, if he finds this entry, it could mean wonders for this lower site. And Buddha does pick up one over towards the back of garage, so maybe some opportunity, but little time to do it with.
A little time, but the start of that defense then here. Re-aggression rolling through from safe that is punished here. All of a sudden, this 5v3 quickly turns into a 3v3. We're back to an equal playing field, and again, there are some weaknesses on the map that can be capitalized depending on if 9Z move quick enough.
Oh, time's ticking though. 15 seconds, guys. We gotta move. Well, we're not thunderstomping just yet. Now 10 seconds. It has to be the A side. B is off limits, and there's two players back of the silo. Bomb's gonna attempt to get planted. Can the coverage be there? It actually is. So it puts Martinez into the clutch. Awkward situation for sure. And Martinez can't hit the big flick. So 9Z run that clock a little too low. And MIBR are now going to bring themselves a 7.5. See if they can work with it after the break.
This world is slowing down. How can I fight it? How can I listen when there's no sound? Oh, the wolves are out. Yes, the wolves are out.
9Z really giving MIBR a run for their money on the way to IEM Chengdu. The upper final, not as clean as they'd like it. Let's see if they can at least continue the upset here. 9Z on the hold here towards ramp between themselves and MIBR. Max will back away with the 1-for-1 as this pistol starts off rocky.
Very quick aggression down in towards that lower side, but the reinforcements have arrived onto the scene here of 9Z. They're getting some backup on this site. Still, the utility is so strong right now. They need to find some shots to back it up.
And, well, some extra smokes being put in to really lock out 9Z, like a full-blown lower side execute, and there isn't really anywhere to fight for these pistols, but they will begin to gather for the retake at least. Max has a sight line and does nail at least a shot. Buddha does find one through a smoke as well as it fades. And so, well, an awkward 2v3, not much room to maneuver. They have to fight their way out of this position. Drop will get the plant, however.
These numbers punched in. Here's some quick shots to back it up as well. Starting to finally land some of those shots here, but Martinez trying to chase things down on the drop. Can't quite find him in the, behind the silo. Eventually finishes the job there, but DGT just left on 2 HP to try and get this 1v2 done. Yeah,
I mean, it was really an excellent attempt at the retake, but DGT actually does hear the footsteps, but couldn't hit the initial shot here onto exit. He'll pick it up, but where's the kit? And now you start to realize there isn't any time for this. I mean, DGT is consigned to the bomb, if not drop. So, better run as fast as you can. He realizes there's no chance here. MIBR gonna pick up the pistol.
Everyone hits the deck right there, but MIBR are gonna be walking away with smiles on their faces as they close that round down. Scrappy as ever. But you can appreciate the extra utility. Surprising that they have that extra utility, right? When we're talking about, you know, pistol rounds, that the amount of full sets that they had here. Molotovs, multiple smokes for that lower execute, while also being able to brute force their way through ramp room is not an easy task there. So MIBR have a golden opportunity to try and tie things up, try and equalize the playing field. And we didn't get to see much of their T side, but what we did see was flawless versus the likes of Sharks. So still some scares here for 9Z, even though they put some good work into that first half.
It really is. You know, still there for 9Z, but obviously not the start you want on the CT side. And I think a lot of emphasis is going to start going down to Martinez. We all know CT side AOPing on this map is really instrumental. And I think that kind of was one of the key pieces that were missing there for MIBR. Safe never really got activated himself. But honestly, this is probably the strongest point here versus Sharks just the other day. Here, or just not the other day, other series. My goodness. They just kept it completely flawless on their opponent's map pick.
Yeah, strong results here. We'll see some sweet eeks. Some USPs getting challenged by the deadly AKs. And you might want to just see if you can find some exits. That's the best case scenario. It could be a good idea. Could be the move.
Probably just gonna let these pistols just sit with it, unless the Mac 10 could go hunting.
Though. You know, you try and save over towards T-spawn. I guess you don't really need to leave lobby too much, but bomb damage could put a like safe on a bit of a notice.
Yeah.
Or he has to bail.
Bomb's gonna kind of sweep them into the pistols. We'll see how that one works out as Martinez. There's like a triple crossfire here. Look at them. Hey, this is gonna be like sardines. They're packed all together. MartinezSa might go down next, and he will fall, but so do all the pistols as well. He does mop up another though, and that's 4 players who go down.
You only saved the Mac 10 right there. Fantastic little exit strategy from 9Z. Sure, you lose the USP round, but your main goal in those rounds is to just do as much damage as possible. Finding that amount of damage right there, making sure that the Mac 10 is the only thing that they bring into this next round. It's fantastic. I mean, best case scenario for a round like that.
So, like in this situation, MIBR's money is actually actually had a breaking point, and eating a grenade to start off this round is not great either.
Catching that with not only one individual, but three to kind of taking the hit there. MartinezSa down to half as well with the spam connecting. Eventually, they got the op in a position to deal some damage. Yeah. And you wouldn't really expect a glass cannon op with absolutely no extra funding. Martinez manages to find an opening pick, catching MartinezSa on the entry.
That's exactly where you want Martinez to do. That's exactly how he plays. Super active as an AWP player. He wants that opening kill. Now, Max, back of garage. Good for one, but quickly traded. 3 versus 4, and MIBR are also pretty low on health.
Having to pick up the pieces here with 2 Molotovs hit. Martinez positioning perfectly.
True.
Second fight he takes is flawless, and Insani hits the deck now. And IZ, as soon as they get the guns back in their hands, they start to take the reins on this map once again.
This is exactly what you want to see out of the Opper. Just smooth moves across the map. First in secret, then pops up towards ramp. Like finding the right positions to get the right fights. And, you know, clearing out all the extremities. Like, this is exactly what you want out of Martinez.
This looks pretty right there. You love to see an op shot rattle off there on one side of the map, and then, you know, you blink your eyes for a little bit. And then bam, all of a sudden he's in ramp room. That's how MIBR felt this round went, right? They walked into 2 separate op shots right there, and Martinez with so little utility, with so little you know, armor there, had nothing else outside of his AWP that he trusted that he could do damage with. And he is rewarded, the rest of his team is rewarded with that trust as well, and with all the USP damage, you know, 2 rifle saved is great, but they're gonna have to force by Tech 9s around it.
That calls in a tactical timeout. Yeah, Tech 9s is all they have because, you know, 4 players went down in that full eco. Like 9Z finding ways to win even when they lose. And now they are looking to stretch very far ahead, but they do have to beat this bye, and you betcha MIBR are pulling out the playbook for this one.
Have something special cooked up here. For these sort of half-buy scenarios can be so influential. When you talk about, you know, what these 2 teams bring to the table with this sort of game state that we're in right now, 16th round coming up, and both teams' economy could be toppled quickly. That could be enough to start to really send things home. Well, you gotta sneaky around here or there. And that could breathe new life into this MIBR squad. We'll see what they have in store.
For now, looks like something a bit faster. Already in towards Mini. Safe, escorted in by the utility, and an easy opening kill. Can MIBR capitalize on it?
On a massive weak point right there. That's diving in through Mini right now. They're gonna look to extend this favor, and they still don't expect them to be hovering in this position.
Yeah, disrespected there by DGT. Lost out to the timing. Now an excellent grenade, however. Do 9Z want to attempt this, though?
They don't know how much damage they've done right now for a couple of these individuals, and that's leading them to go ahead and bounce on out of this round here. It makes sense going for this sort of move, but it's a tough pill to swallow. Again, as mentioned earlier, the game state right now, super pressured. They're gonna bail, and MIBR again, they come through with that game plan, and it works out well.
Man, that is, you know, again, it's just the strat book there. We're just gonna send a player into Mini. You know, this is what we've seen in these previous rounds. This is what we're gonna do to counter it. And 9Z just, we're not expecting Safe to be in Mini within the first like 10 to 15 seconds.
Very smart move right there. Coming through from MIBR. Gonna lead this one to be even more competitive right now. They squeaked by again, just a round that required weaknesses in the defense there of 9Z. It required them to have a lacking of presence towards that outside, and they managed to identify that perfectly. It's a phenomenal read coming through from MIBR, but can they continuously bring that out here? 3 guns saved. Money's not a big deal for 9Z just yet. They'll continue to bring these good purchases on out. Guns around. Spamming smoke, looking for these kills to open things up here. Only one molly left for the ramp player right now.
Yeah, that could be a bit problematic, but you know, some information denial outside with these smokes in play. Where will MIBR group up next? It's not necessarily looking like ramp. Lobby seems to be more the target. Walking through the smoke here. Max is going to get caught out. Brandon gets that entry. That's going to lead them into the site. Into DGT, who almost doubles up. Almost salvages the round. Now the emphasis put onto Buddha, and that's an easy kill onto the next, and transfers as well onto Exit. Now it's a 2v2. Oh, but Ships in the Night not being able to see Brennison as he walks into hell. This could be devastating in just a few short moments. Brennison will go up the ladder, however, and Buddha recognizes this, but only sort of. Will his senses betray him? They will. He'll be out in the open and fall. It's Martinez up for the clutch.
Here, impossible read, but he almost gets it done. Martinez could cut him off, but just misses the crossing towards the back of Silo.
Bomb has been planted.
Can cut them off here, making sure that they cannot leave. Martinez looking for the players here. He knows where both of them are. He can keep them locked in. Maybe he can dissect these duels. He knows where his first player is. Round the corner. There's the no-scope.
Oh my god.
He positions as well. He'll be able to chamber another up shot, but he doesn't realize that this player has dropped on down. He thinks he's up in heaven. Maybe even a molly to the back of the site, though. Charging forward. Up close, and the no-scope for Martinez. He has the kit as well for the defuse. And what a clutch for 9Z.
Oh my god, the only way he wins that right there, catching him with his arms wide open. Chasing these no-scopes down Martinez. What an absolutely insane clutch right there. To even go for that. In a 1v2 with the op, you'd understand if you wanted to bail and save. So many oppers would nowadays, but no, he takes those risks right there. He makes those plays in Martinez. That's exactly why they prioritize getting this prospect all the way over from Europe here to play with these individuals, and it is clearly panning out right now.
That is so devastating for MIBR as well. They were able to pick up their force by victory. They thought that's the lifeline, that's the road back into the game. We could take our opponent's map pick and just do this 2-0 shuffle all over again. 9Z, Martinez puts a wrench in that plan.
Wow, yeah, that's a incredible clutch. You don't get those every day right there, but again, if you're 9Z, you want to take that momentum all the way home to a map victory right now. But it's not an easy task. MIBR continuing to keep that pressure applied. Force by rolling on in. Tech9s, some Galils in the mix there as well. And off the back of another timeout here, MIBR have found a lot of success off these timeouts. They're looking to replicate.
Let's see, it's another A-site pop on the cards here. Flash is prime, and oh, underneath Buddha, Tech9s and Mac-10s are flooding into the site, and it's a quick 2-for-1. Will MIBR pull off the same thing again? They will! Oh man, it's a complete wash again, and Martinez left, this time in a 1v3.
Yeah, they just had to one-up it this time here. Can you no-scope a third player? This time you might think otherwise. And go ahead and head out of this one. What a fantastic game plan again, man. MIBR up against adversity there. Have to make it happen with Tech9s, with Galils, with Mac-10s. But this A-side execution, the fiery nature of MIBR, the explosiveness that they bring to the table can bail them out of the roughest of situations here. And it has so twice in this half already.
Like perfect utility usage. That has to be dry run hundreds of times. Again, MIBR just pulling from the playbook right now. Just hit them with the A execute. They can't beat us. And it works again. 9Z without an answer to the A-side pop.
You know, there's multiple game plans. There's multiple, ideas that they're able to bring out of the pocket as well. It's not just the mini drops that they had in store, right? Like you said, that dry run right there will run hundreds of times for all the right utility, for all the right positions, the right pathing. And again, tough spot to be in. But they managed to, force 9Z's economy to collapse a little bit. The AWP getting in the face, and Martinez with a beautiful shot.
This is exactly where he wants. He wants to be activated in for the fight, but he's really going to have to step up now. His teammate's fallen. He tries to drop on back. Realizes his position not good enough to fight. 4-on-4, but low HP for Breno.
Positions continue to be pressed here. Drop and his teammate close beside him. And the likes of Exit taking that space over towards Hell. Caught on a bad timing though. DGT just about finishes the job, but will be instantly traded by Drop.
So now into the 3 versus 3. And to creep down this B ramp. MIBR working the space and the information perfectly here. And this could just be a lockout for 9Z. They're on the wrong side.
2 pistols here posted up on this A side alongside the op, but they start to get loud on this rotation. 3 smokes go down. Bomb plant isn't exactly secure. Spam could come through on the low HP bar, but it just about misses. And he's not going to be able to stop and deny that bomb plant.
Yeah, was a dangerous situation, but now MIBR entrenched in post plants. But if Buddha wins this fight, this breaks the whole post plant open. This could be a retake, but Safe not gonna let it happen. Martinez does hit a nice shot on the drop. Into the contention! Oh
You
my
gotta be
goodness!
kidding me.
Martinez with the wall bang! Where's the smoke? It's not on the right spot.
there.
It's not planted. It's planted in the wrong spot. Doesn't matter! Martinez! What are these shots? He even has it to back it up. He is just dragging 9Z with this map up 10-9 now.
What is Martinez getting away with here? How is he doing it over and over again right now? Wall bangs, no scopes, it does not matter. These flashy flicks from Martinez continue to give 9Z new life. Now, they need a breather here. They're the ones calling the timeouts because they're the ones, again, that have just been put in a position to close out. 9Z have done it again off the backs of Martinez.
Oh my
over
goodness.
and over.
Martinez, you know, he was so clueless. Like, you thought for a moment, oh, he's gonna freeze up.
Yeah.
He can't find the bomb. No, he takes out the op and hits an incredible flick onto the ramp player. It's just solo. This guy is winning rounds for 9Z, where they're getting called out positioned by MIBR. This man is hauling it for his squad.
I mean, there's no other way he wins it. He has to hit the wall bang on the player that would never need to peek. He would never in his right mind peek in that sort of situation, right? He has to hit that wall bang, otherwise he's dead to rights. His teammate's probably dead to rights. Then you have to worry about that player over towards ramp room and Safe. And again, underhanding a smoke in a position where the bomb wasn't even planted was what I thought was the final nail in the coffin. No, shakes it off quickly, recovers his composure, and you don't see it once in a series, but you get it twice in one map.
We're just getting battles here. Back and forth. No team can win 2 rounds in a row. Some hero plays from both sides. And now it's just the contact walk for MIBR. 4 players inside a secret are met with the smoke. Will they respect it? We have HEs.
They have him out, I think, too. There it is.
Looks like we're going right on through this one. Max doesn't want to face that. Now we'll swing forward, though, for a double spray down. Great transfer, but the space is there for MIBR.
Got to deal with Martinez next here, ready to cut him off, but Smoke's going to buy him some valuable time, and we'll see if he has any more spam left in him or if he will fall back.
Ooh, has Insani been spotted, though? I don't think so here from Waso Peak. Timing is, well, it's good enough. He just saw the shoulder and will deal with the lurk. So now it just leaves Drop. They got the space in the plant, but 9Z are very likely to have this round. Now at least good attention here from Drop. Should be at least good for the first hesitation. Oh, but the spray can't connect. And it's going to be 9Z to extend the lead.
Frustrating way to go out right there, trying for that clutch, but of course it was just going to be that first piece of the puzzle. 9Z finally getting 2 in a row there. Constantly off the back of these MIBR timeouts. They've had the right idea, but this time, you know, individual effort prevails quite a bit there. Max with a beautiful multi-kill spray down. Some great timing rolling through for House of Peak over towards that ramp room. And Martinez again influencing the round in the post plant with a nice little op shot here and there. It's just perfect right there for 9Z. But with that bomb plant here, a certain amount of pressure still wants to be applied here. Safe, not ready to completely call it. He's going for the full investment. Meanwhile, the rest of his roster goes for the save.
Yeah, he's felt confident on the rifle movements in the past. In these kind of rounds, he's liked to take the hero position. A smoke dropped in. I'm not sure how good that is. It does bloom just far enough to be good enough for Wasso Peak.
They're still going to pop through it, it seems. There's that flashbang to get through.
Oh, and there it is. Wasso Peak. Oh, what? On the fallback. See you later, Insani. And, I mean, that just cuts down the offense a little bit more.
You got to be kidding me right there. One for the fadeaway. Wasso Peak gets out of dodge, but with some little success sprinkled in the mix right there, and he repositions perfectly as well to help out his teammate. Oh, just about slides back in towards that double door, barely escaping the ground, but he's gonna get chased down with these pistols. He has the distance though.
Ooh, but can't close the doors, so maybe a little bit too exposed on his angles at the moment. But also with the single door pressure, Brennan hit the shot. Oh, he can! Helped out by Safe too. That's some space given for the post plant. They still need to fight their way out of this one, and Martinez will not let them leave. 2 versus 4. Brennan checking between the different angles, but the timing could get the better of him here. DGT and Buddha begin the advance. Brennan in some trouble and just need to trade out the kills here. 9Z are looking at a map point. Safe needs to clutch somehow. And he's, oh, looking good. It's awkward here on the site, but the pistol's out for Wasso Peak, and that's just enough. And 9Z, map point.
Fantastic stuff coming through right there. I love the position for Buddha, just to dive right there, completely sacrificing himself, but you want those 1-for-1 trades when you're in a 4v2. That's going to guarantee the round, so that's just smart CS rolling on out here from 9Z. It's another bomb plant, it's another space, and it's honestly a nice attempt from MIBR to try and make that happen, but again, I mean, once you get Martinez in a post plant, the amount of influence he can have on a round without making mistakes is absolutely incredible. The late round scenarios for him have been so pristine, and he wants to send it all the way home to a map victory here.
Have to see. Trying to hit the timing between them. Oh,
Oh my
back
God.
instead. Oh, it's brutal here for MIBR. 2 players don't even get to see their opponent.
That is unbelievable right there. Just sniped out of the round. Wasso Peak now the next man to be tested here, but he's got a perfect molly. It's going to keep them at bay, and he's got extra help as well in Martinez.
Comboed with the flash as well. Just stifled here, MIBR, but they have nowhere else to go. No map control anywhere else. They're just gonna charge in towards ramp. Martinez, another shot off the conveyor belt. 22 kills. This CT side offing masterclass gets 9Z Nuke.
So impressive right there. Martinez saving them multiple different rounds, but you see some of the rifle prowess also in that first half coming through for players like DT.